What you do if your bees are successful, and you have, what kind of arrangement you're going to have. What's the easiest way for you to do it when you're just beginning? And I'm suggesting that maybe the easiest way is to do what we call comb honey as opposed to just strained honey. You can't even buy this equipment anymore. These are little boxes, and you put a little piece of foundation in between, and then you put these in the highlight. This is a rack of holes, and I think there's 7 that went in there, I think. And looks like that. Okay, and that's what they used to do. Now the bees didn't like it. You have to really be pretty good, just to have them build that out. They didn't particularly like to do that, but that was what they did. Now he has that piece of foundation there, which is called, I had concluded that's all right. And
But you'll find that this is thinner.
yeah,
And then of course, this is kind of broke. This was a deep.
now
It's got the wires, there's no wires in that obviously.
and it's a frame like this. This one happens to be split on the bottom. You take that, wherever you put it. You take this and you put it in. It has to come in.
It doesn't always take 4 hands. Sometimes.
I have an excuse for being disorganized. Last night, my wife had a meeting, and it was about 5 o'clock. We got home about 6:30, snowing, and I opened our garage door to put the car in, and a bird flew in, and he wouldn't go out. So this morning I forgot about him, and I started loading the car, and he flew in the house. And so it took me about 10 minutes. He went into the bedroom, and then I couldn't get him out of there. I couldn't catch him. And so finally he came out, went by the door, and I got him out. Anyhow, you take this piece then, and you put it, and if you're building your frames, normally you would probably put the nails or staples down. But I found that sometimes that if you put them down like that, you put them on the hive, the first thing that happens, especially if it's warm, is that this thing bends and warps or even falls out. And so I put the nails on the side to really make sure that that's tight on top. Now this one happens to be a split bottom board. I would recommend the groove. And I then put a nail in there to pinch it tight too. Now then, when you put this on the hive, I found that it's best to make sure that the bees get up in there. So the excluder, was on that sheet. I think we showed you one. And you want that on there so the queen doesn't get up here and lay eggs on here. All right. But I found that sometimes the bees don't go up there. You need the bees to get up there so they control the temperature so this doesn't warp when they start building. So I take the excluder off for maybe a couple of hours and let so the bees will migrate right up there. Now, so then what do? You just take this, and there's a little metal device that you can just cut 4 pieces out of here. See? Or you can cut the whole thing out and just cut it into sections and store it and then use it that way. Now the other possibility is to have to start over every year. You can reuse the frame, but you can't use the wax. Now, in this case, you have the foundation, anyhow, this is a sheet, then this is wired through here to give it support. Now, you put this on high, and if you're lucky, that first year, and you're, those of you that are starting out, you're going to start from, basically zero. Then the bees will build this out on both sides like this. All right, now, then you, when this is full, you can take this and you have to cut off the caps on both sides. And then you have to have some way of getting this honey out of here. And so you need some kind of an extractor. B&B has a small one for $300, I guess. Maybe you can find somebody that has one that will do it for you. And you can spin it out. Now, a week and a half ago, there's someplace in my notes, there is a company that is selling an outfit for $69. Where you take those, cut them off, and you set them in a box like this, and honey over a period of 24 hours, most of it will run out. The reason is that the bees will build that at a slight angle up. Okay? And that's how the modern extractors work. You set this like this in there, and it spins around, and then the honey flies out. It will work if you just take and cut the caps off and lay it down like this. Now, it's a slow process, but it's cheaper than, and you can get and drain this. Okay? And then these are reusable every year. But this arrangement, this is very similar to the other one, only it doesn't have the wire in it. And so they'll work this much better. All right? And the problem is that they don't always build it out as nice as that one, because it's made warp.